Hi, my name is Fareha Hafeez. I was born in Australia and grown up here, and now I'm the director of an NDIS company called Hiba Healthcare and love volunteering. It's all about giving back. So if you feel you have something that will benefit others, I think we should always try and utilize those skills that we may have and help others. I think volunteering really humbles you as a person because you can help others in need, and it's all about giving back to the community. And you don't just benefit others, I feel it always comes back to you when you volunteer in ways that you can't even imagine. I was first born immigrant generation to my parents, and I had a lot of challenges growing up in Australia. And then there was a lot of migrants that came into the area that we live in, which is Templestowe, and they were facing the same challenges that I felt when I grew up. So I just started helping them, get acclimatized. They used to ask me which schools to go to, how to approach the healthcare system, and it just kind of just evolved into a huge role that not just I am involved with, my husband Adnan, my children Hamdan, Suleiman, and Eliza, we all are so involved in volunteering now. I think you don't need to think about it. Just go for it and do it, and don't label it as a volunteering role. It's just helping others. And that's what volunteering is. To be honest, it just happened naturally. I only just gave what I felt I had within me, and that was recognized by the community. I bumped into people from Manningham Council, and they said, wow, you have so much to give back. Why don't you join our multicultural committee? And then I joined the multicultural committee. And from there, they said, oh, we also run a youth committee. And then my children got involved in the youth committee. And, one thing led to another. And then the benefits of that were that, my children got scholarships because of their volunteer work, because it's not just academic that they look at in schools these days. It's they look at you whole person as a rounded person. So I think from there, it just grew to everyone asking, like other mums and dads asking, what are you doing with your children that we want to do with our children? And that way we were able to help others get into volunteer roles. And it's just evolved from there. There is a big gap in the field of disability people looking for volunteer work. That's where the biggest gap is. I know we have a lot of clients that are looking for volunteer work. So I feel organizations need to accept that there are people that may have challenges, and we need to adapt our work for them because they do want to work and they have a lot to give back. Many times volunteer work does lead to employment. So there are so many benefits. Like I said, it can lead to employment, it can lead to scholarships, work experience as well. It counts as work experience. So I know a lot of employees out there will also ask you, what sort of volunteer work have you done in the community? And if two people are coming with a Bachelor of Commerce degree and one person's done volunteer work, they will definitely go for that person. I think another gap in volunteering work is in the multicultural communities. There's a lot of people coming from overseas. They have degrees over there, but when they come to Australia, they're not recognised. And it's very unfortunate because they're very educated, but they're unable to get any employment here because the first thing someone asks is, what experience do you have? And I think that volunteer work is a really good segue into gaining employment for those multicultural cold communities. But of course, there's language barriers. So we really need to make sure that organizations are inclusive of the multicultural communities as well. Like I said, there's a lot of women who are migrating here who don't know where to reach out to. And I started getting so many phone calls about how to what school to put, how to find a good female doctor. So I decided to make a WhatsApp group. And it started off with 5 women in it, and now it has 140 Muslim mums in there. And I call it the Muslim Mums Social Group. And it's always there to help people find the things that they want to find, whether it's volunteer work or employment or the right doctor. And that's really helped the community. And I spend every day volunteering in that group to give answers to the questions that are out there.